So Neon went on the Breakfast Club the other day and he got absolutely destroyed. And you shouldn't feel bad for that guy. So I think you've all seen this guy, but for those of you who have jobs like me, I'm going to explain to you the situation because I have to do this research so that you guys keep watching my videos. Fun. Anyways, this is a streamer named Neon, and for context, Neon is probably the most annoying, one of the most annoying content creators you'll ever see in this YouTube space or streamer space, whatever it is. And the thing is with Neon, he's very controversial. On one hand, he's rebranding and he's trying to make himself a more likable character because Neon has done so many bad things in the past. It's not looking good for him. This guy was severely racist to black people and calling them the N-words and the monkey, and you know that he dislikes black people the most because they're the, you know, inferior race, and they, you know, he sees black people as his slaves and stuff like that. Additionally to that, you know, also faked cancer like twice, saying that he was gonna die and stuff like that just for views. I think you get the whole point. This guy does a lot of stupid things, says a lot of stupid things, and you know, we could easily say, oh, it's because of age and stuff like that. And yeah, when you're younger, you do a lot of stupid things. I will give that much grace fully for that, you know. But when you grow older and you know that you've made these mistakes and someone confronts you for those mistakes and you try to act like you never made those mistakes, that's where we have a problem. Because if someone was to come to me for ish I did in the past, and I did a lot of bad ish in the past, if someone goes to come to me and say, hey, you hurt me like this back in the day, I'm not going to pretend it didn't happen because it hurt that person. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because we are going to hold ourselves accountable in these spaces. But Neon thought he could play with the wrong people. However, Just Hilarious really set him in check. So let me describe the situation. He goes on the podcast now, and his intention is to promote his new streamer place where he's going to stream and stuff like that. And he wanted to use the Breakfast Club as the place to do this. For context, the Breakfast Club is a mainly black entertainment type of area for black people. And, you know, we have the hosts are all black. They're all of ethnic origin, of black and stuff like that. And Neon has come on here trying to act like he's all innocent, he's all everything like that. However, Just Hilarious did her research. In fact, she did her research so well that I'm actually going to play the whole thing. Not the whole thing, but most of it. So you can get the context of how much and how bad she exposed this person. You see, when you first watch this interview, you would think that Just Hilarious is just being a bitch. She's just being annoying and she's being harsh and mean. And everyone's like, why would you do the little boy like that? Oh, but I see exactly why she'd do him like that. You see, I almost even forgot some of the things that this boy said, but he said a lot. So let's watch it.
Hey y'all, what's up? So a lot of y'all are still waiting for me to apologize to this little motherfucker, and it ain't gonna happen. Just the other day.
I fucking hate you black people! I will whip you! And bitch! Stupid whore! Dumbass black monkey tree! Suck my dick, bitch! You only fun that people that lost their lives on 9/11. Deadass, you dumb black tree! I don't know what motherfuckers think this is, bro, but this is not Section 8, bro. This is not Section 8. This is not the hood. I'm not trying to be weird, but this is not that, bro. This is not a place where motherfuckers who usually sleep next to cockroaches can sleep in a nice house in the hills, bro.
Like,
what's your least favorite race?
I don't have a least favorite race.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I don't have.
What's your worst experience with a race? For me, I have a really bad story, but
What's your story?
some black guy tased my dad and robbed him of $50,000.
Is that a real story?
I swear to God. And then another black,
like in what?
I don't mean to be
situation?
racist. And another black guy, my dad fired her, or it was a girl. He fired her because she's, you know, they're fucking lazy and just stupid.
Wow.
So basically, what happened was she came late for work. He fired her, and then she came with her boyfriend and robbed the entire place. His cell phone store. I swear to God.
So you just like you just make assumptions that it's
Yeah, and then like every time my mom sees a black guy, she locks the door. It's fucked up.
Okay.
I know Steve agrees with me on that one. No, you don't love them.
No, he loves them.
Oh, okay. What's your type? You like black girls?
No. Well, no, I don't mean like, no, it's just not my type. It's not my type. No,
You know what's crazy? Same, bro. You're literally me. I fucking hate them, bro.
No, I don't hate them.
Black girls are fucking hideous. And when I saw Ruby Rose, bro, that changed my perspective on life. I swear to God, no troll.
Like, say, yes, you, homie, I'm talking about fucking Black Rock. Like, what are you saying, bro? On my mother's life, I'm not even letting you pay to fuck me, you ugly bitch. The fuck?
Shit, bro.
Fuck you, Kai. Fuck, what do you mean I don't go outside, bitch? The fuck? I will fuck your mom, bitch. I will fuck the shit out of that fat, hairy tumbin, bitch. Fuck you. Suck my dick. What the fuck is that? It's like Kai and Customs eating bananas. What the?
Oh,
It has a toy.
Hey, monkey.
It has a toy.
Excuse me, Kai. Hello.
What?
back to present day.
Crazy, I've never been punched in the head.
You walk around with security.
That's because your ass
bigger
be
than
in a house. That's why.
Not
That's because you
anymore,
was there.
Your videos in New York, you heavy securityed up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That was the actual real situation.
You were only robbed by black people?
No.
See, the tune switches when you're in front of black people that you don't know. So you don't have a least favorite race.
No.
Okay.
You know why they asking you that like that? Because the video gave that black people were
He
your
knows
least
why
favorite
I'm
race.
at. He knows why we're
What the video say?
Oh, I can play it. I got it.
So pay attention to his mannerisms. There is nothing else in the can, Neon. He was finished that shit earlier. But he had never watched his own content with a group of monkeys before. So his ass was nervous. Put the can down, dummy.
Oh, cell phone store.
Cell phone store.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
black people are your least favorite race?
No.
Were they ever?
No.
Okay.
I love everyone. I'm all about the people. I love
How old were you in that video?
Like 18?
18 probably?
Damn, 2 years ago.
It feels like so much longer. Like,
As you can see, it makes sense why she was bullying him the way that she was bullying him. Because he said things so bad about black people. He tried to pretend like none of it ever happened, and he tried to act like he's a whole victim. And now he's going on a whole kind of run, acting like he's been so hurt and he's a victim and blah, 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 blah. And no, you're not a victim. You're not hurt. Bro, you did all of these things. The best thing that he could have done in that moment was admit what he did wrong, apologize, and that would have proved that he's there for a genuine reason, because he's holding himself accountable. But because he was incapable of doing that, because he was incapable of apologizing or saying sorry, that's why now everyone's laughing at him. Because you cannot just pretend you didn't say the most extreme things ever. You cannot pretend like you just did the most bizarre-ish ever and then come on to you with the same people that you dissed and act like nothing happened. Why would anyone feel sorry for you? Why would you even think that's a good idea? You see, maybe his management are just that brain dead to not know that this was going to happen. You know, because what else was going to happen? I'm glad that she made that video exposing all of the dirty, grimy things that he did, because yeah, like that's what's needed more, you know? In fact, I'll even go as far as to say this, for the simple fact that he tried to pretend like none of it ever happened, and I know he remembers it, it shows that he's not genuine. It shows that this was all just for a means for him to use the platform and get views, but he really still internally thinks what he thinks. Someone who's genuinely sorry will genuinely apologize 9 times out of 10. But someone who pretends like nothing ever happened, they're not sorry. They're just plain stupid because they're a coward. When people face you with something that you did wrong, you own up to and you apologize. That's the common thing you're meant to do, not pretend as if you don't know what you're doing. Now, there's no lesson to really learn from this, apart from own up to the ish that you did. I'm not here saying that nobody has a past. I have a past. Loads of people have a past. And we all have done things we regret doing. We all do. Let's all pretend like we just came out here out of nowhere and we're all innocent and stuff like that. We came to the point we are in right now because we learned from our mistakes. That's the fact of the matter is. So own it. Don't act as if it didn't happen because you look like a dumbass. Admit when it happened. There's many people who come to me and say, hey, I didn't like how you did this to me back in the day. And I've owned that ish. And any way I can conflict resolve the situation, I will do that. But you know, I'm not going to try and act like it didn't happen because that's a disrespect to the people that were actually offended. You acting like it didn't happen is a disrespect to people who got hurt by your action and actually had long-term effects from what you did. So don't pretend like you're a dumb person or there's no brain in you or you just came out of nowhere. Doesn't make any sense. We all have a past. I'm never going to sit here and say that, oh yeah, because this person had a past, they should be X, Y, Z. People change, people develop, people grow, people, you know, become better people, you know. When we're all going to make mistakes, we're all going to do stupid things that we thought at the time was correct, but we're here now, we've learned better. Should we constantly have our past held against us? No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't have our past constantly held against us, but understand that you don't get to control the consequences of your actions. You don't get to control what happens to you after you did what you did. You don't get to pretend like it didn't happen, and you definitely should not pretend as if the pain that the person experienced isn't that big of a deal or it never happened. You did it, own it up, and move on. Don't let anyone make you feel as if like, you know, your past is too big to be forgiven. You know what I mean? I'm a Christian, you know, I know Jesus Christ. You know, I had a struggle believing that I can move on from my past, but Jesus was there to tell me that I can move on from my past, and so could you. So long as you acknowledge that what you did was wrong and you own up to it and you try to make amends. But if you're trying to visibly deny, or you know what people do nowadays, where it's like, that's my past, you can't hold me accountable for any more. You don't get to do that, my friend. You don't get to do that. It makes no sense to do that. So Whenever you see people trying to act like that, please do us a favor and hold them accountable. Someone who's trying to pretend like the pain that they cause isn't that big of a deal, hold them accountable, because they're going to go to someone else thinking that they did nothing wrong. At the end of the day, so long as you know you did something wrong, apologize, make amends, and move on. But don't ever think that your past should be held against you, because we're all going to make mistakes. And some people try to act like they're holier than thou. Little do they know that one day the skeletons in their closet are going to be exposed. And in this case with Neon, it got exposed. So I just found this very funny, and I'm just glad that they kept receipts in X, Y, and Z. You know, I'm not offended by anything Neon said, but there are definitely people who didn't like what he said. And I don't like the fact they're trying to move on for it, you know, and he should have been more accountable. He handled that poorly. But what do you think about this situation? Do you think that he should have acted better? Do you agree with my take, or do you think something different? I'll really be interested in hearing your thoughts and opinions. With that being said, God bless, take care, and I'll see you guys next video.